Hello everyone, how are you all? Today we are going to make a simple soya paratha which is so easy to make, which requires very less ingredients, but it is so yum and so healthy also. I will give all the details in the description box as well. Let's start making the paratha. For that I am taking soya chunks, jeera and ajwain, some masala powders, coriander leaves and some wheat flour and some water to knead the flour. So let's boil the soya chunks first. Here I am adding 2 cups of water. To that I am adding the soya chunks here. So I am not adding any salt or anything over here. It took me like around 7 to 10 minutes to cook. So each soya chunk is different. If it is small means it takes lesser time to cook. So cook accordingly. So after 7 minutes it is completely cooked. Now you can see the soya chunks are so soft now. So you can switch off the flame and you can strain the soya chunks now. After straining, I will highly suggest you to wash the soya chunks 3 to 4 times in clean cold water. So after washing, I am just leaving the soya chunks for like 15-20 minutes until it completely cooled down. So after it got cooled down, I am just squeezing out all the water. This is the most important step in this recipe, so don't skip this step. Here you can see I am putting little bit pressure to squeeze out all the water. Don't omit this step, otherwise the stuffing will get soggy. So take some time and do this process. So now all the soya chunks has squeezed out. You can see how much of water has come out. Now I am taking a mixer jar and I am adding the squeezed soya chunks here. Here I am just going to pulse the cooked soya chunks. No need to add any water. The water from the soya itself is enough to grind. So now I am taking a pan, adding a teaspoon of oil here. The oil is nice and hot. I am adding 1 teaspoon of jeera here. Let the jeera splatter. Here in this step you can add ginger garlic paste also, but I am not adding it here. So the jeera is all splattered now. Now you can add the soya chunks. Here you can see after grinding also there will be little bit of moisture left. After squeezing also you can find little bit of moisture left. So this step is so important to evaporate all the moisture from the soya chunks. So keep cooking in medium high flame for like 5 to 7 minutes. So after 5 to 7 minutes you can see the color will slightly change. Here you can clearly see the color has slightly changed and the water has evaporated little also. So this time I am adding the masala powders. Here I am taking salt, chili powder, garam masala and jeera powder. So keep sorting it. No need to cover and cook. No need to add water. So the soya chunks have already cooked. So just sorting the masalas here and we are trying to evaporate all the water. It take like around 7 to 10 minutes from start to end. So at this stage I am going to add the coriander plus mint leaves here. Don't skip this coriander and mint leaves. It gives a very nice flavor to the paratha. So after this you can clearly see it has become like a powdery form. There is no water left and it is completely dry. Let it cool down before we start to stuff. So now we are going to knead the flour. Here I am taking 2 cup of wheat flour, some salt and some ajwain, adding little by little water and kneading it to a soft dough. Here the dough should not be really tight nor it should not be very soft. It should be between purika dough and between the rotika dough, so that it will be easy to roll like a paratha. So let the dough rest for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes I am taking small ball sized dough and I am rolling it slightly thick here. So after rolling it slightly thick I am going to start the stuffing. Now it is fine. I am not rolling it completely. I just rolled 50% here. Now I am adding 2 tablespoons of the stuffing. So the stuffing is completely dry now. Let's start to pleat. So do it slowly. If you are a beginner, take some YouTube tutorials for the pleating. Like after a few times you will just master it here. I'm going to seal it now. After sealing it, I'm just taking the top extra part here Taking out the extra part is such a mandatory step here, so don't skip that. And rolling it again. So don't put too much of pressure, do it slowly. Now it is all rolled. Now transfer it to the hot tawa. So after transferring, you can add a teaspoon of ghee or oil. Apply ghee all over the paratha here. So after a few minutes, you can see bubbles will start to appear on the top. At this point, you can flip the paratha. Adding some more oil or ghee. Cooking in the medium high flame. Don't ever cook the paratha in low flame. It will get hard. Paratha roti need to be cooked in the medium high flame, not in the low flame. The paratha has cooked up so nicely. You can see how nicely it is puffing up. That's it guys. This can be best eaten with curd or with pickle. This is such a healthy and filling breakfast. Thank you for watching.